Hey guys, Rodney Walker here, Grandsons USA. Hop on in as we go for a little ride. I want to take you to a place that is special to me. You know, I talk to a lot of people that are doing business or thinking about launching business, and your business may be a grant business, it may not be a grant business, it may be just a general business, but regardless of what type of business you have, when you're first starting out, a lot of times we tend to overlook the resources that we have. And I want to tell you, if you haven't got a chance to hear my full kind of journey in terms of getting funded, it may be worth taking a listen to. I just recorded a series of videos and did kind of like a documentary telling some of my story in the road to getting funded. One of the things I talked about in that documentary was actually a place that I did my very first grant writing training. And I want to take you so you can see the exact place that I did it. I did it at the Boys and Girls Club of Pasadena. Now, the Boys and Girls Club has a special place in my heart because I grew up as a clubber, as a Boys and Girls Clubber. I learned how to play pool in the summertime and ping pong and went swimming and played basketball. I never forget taking several arts and craft classes. I had a little beaded necklace. I never forget that I made at the club that had about 4 different little balls on it. And I was so proud of that little necklace. I had my school picture with it. So, but we're going to the club, and this is a place that I came back to even as an adult after I learned how to do grant writing. And at this time, I was trying to figure out how I was going to get some business. So I decided to offer a free grant writing training. That was like a 3-hour training somewhere around there, and decided that I was going to do it. But at the time, I was just starting out, didn't have any funds, didn't have that many funds. So I had to kind of work what I had. And a part of me working what I had was saying, okay, great. Hey, I have the knowledge of what needs to be done to get grants. I know how to communicate. So I had that. And then I said, well, where can I offer it? Well, I could have gotten a hotel, but a hotel's going to cost me money, and I didn't have the money to really lease out a place. So what I did was I partnered with a nonprofit organization, or really they kind of partnered with me. Well, it was a mutual partnership, and let me tell you about that, because what I did with the nonprofit, I approached the executive director and let her know that, hey, I was interested in possibly teaching a class, and was wondering if she would allow me to use their facility to teach a class. And what I did was I requested that she possibly let me teach it there for free, and that she would have the opportunity to have a couple of her people from her organization to attend the event as well, so they could learn about the knowledge of writing grants while also getting an opportunity to allow us to do the training there. So it was kind of a mutual exchange there. A couple of people from our organization got a chance to grab seats for free. And here's the organization right here. I'll pop on out. But I believe in this organization. I believe wholeheartedly in what they do and how they help young people. And so I came back as an adult. To do my first grant writing training. And this is the actual place. Now, I went to the Boys and Girls Club in Dallas, but this is later on where I come to actually do the very first grant writing training that I ever did in a public setting. And well before I was doing anything online, I was doing things in public and at physical locations. And if you're doing grant writing right now, it's not a bad idea right now for you to kind of think about the possibilities of even offering some trainings. That's another great way to kind of connect with people and to allow them to get a feel for your expertise. And while they get a feel for your expertise, some of them may turn around and possibly become clients. So let's take a look real quickly and see what we have over here, and show you this club that I came to. And man, it all kind of started here. And after it started here, you know, it's pretty amazing because it started here at first, and it eventually spread it out and ended up becoming something really, really special. So take a look here. You'll see this is the club here, Boys and Girls Club here in Pasadena. And I came and I taught in this facility right here. And, it, like I said, it was special to me. Special to me because now think about it now. Hey, I came here, I taught at this location, and didn't know that after teaching at this location, all the things that were going to come afterwards. But if you'll go and, yep, I was right in that room right over there. Don't forget it. But if you'll go, if you haven't, go listen to the full story over at, if you just go maybe to YouTube and Google and type in The Road to Getting Funded. And I tell my full story there. But this is the club that it all started at. And, you never will know sometimes when you're starting out on an adventure and you're doing something, where it would lead to. Let me tell you this, I was clueless that the day that I did this training here, that I would be stepping into numerous other clubs and other YMCAs and Habitat for Humanities and YWCAs and United Ways and countless other organizations. I was clueless that I would be doing trainings in all these other places. And I was clueless at the time that I would be sending other people to go and do trainings at these locations. And I had no idea that this would balloon into a full online training in the Grant Writers Association and Grant Institute. I was clueless at the time. It was at first just little old me coming over to offer what little insight I had to a few people, and that turned from one event to two events, from two events to three events to 50 to 100 events to now doing pretty much events on a daily basis and really speaking to the lives of people on a daily basis. So I'm saying all that to say, my friend, even though you're starting out at the very beginning, you you don't see what the future looks like. And when you start, it can be really, really bright. So I hope that encourages you. It encourages me even just coming back, thinking about it and seeing what has happened and where this has led me to this day. But I want to encourage you, don't be afraid to start small and start where you're at. Start where you're at and really work what you have. All I had was the insight. I knew something, okay? And I knew more than the people that came to that training. And then I lit a candle with them, shared insight with them. And then one of the people was so moved, she went back and shared it with her organization, and they wanted me to come there, and on and on and on. Go listen to the other story. You'll find out more detail about it. But more importantly, get started. Get started. Yours may not be presenting like that, but it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Yours may be something else. It may be starting a blog, or maybe an article, or maybe it's a podcast, or maybe it's something else that we haven't thought about. Maybe it's going live on some of the social media platforms. I don't know what it is for you, but I do know that if you will start and take a baby step, you never know where those baby steps will lead. Great things can really happen. So I'm pulling for you. Remember, be brave, be bold, be brilliant, take charge.